Greetings everyone, welcome aboard. Happy Monday to you guys. It's April 4th, 2011. We are starting a brand new month, right? Brand new quarter, second quarter this morning. And of course, what happened today? Well, Monday morning, we always expect Mondays to be a little bit slow. And we talked about this last week. We really didn't know what to expect these first 2 days of the week this week. We've got, obviously, the Fed Chairman Bernanke talking tonight at 7:15. And then tomorrow we have the FOMC meeting minutes at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. So we knew the first 2 days this week may be kind of iffy, because we know, obviously, we finished up that first quarter last week. We got going on a great, a lot of wind at our back, a lot of confidence being built late last week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But again, Monday mornings, no news this morning. We had big time news, right? 7:15 this afternoon or this evening. We've got Ben Bernanke speaking in front of Congress, so we've got a lot of stuff to worry about today, and that was really what kind of kept these markets from really heating up too hot today. No news, so we had to pick our spots wisely. We always know a Monday without news, we've got to be careful, because we're looking at the speed being a concern, being too slow. So we want to wait. Pick your spots wisely. Wait for that speed to increase. Wait for the market to be moving at that time. And of course, the dollar did not help out. The dollar was very flat today. We saw a head and shoulders pattern on the dollar, but it never went anywhere, right? We thought this morning the dollar would drop and keep going down, but it never did. And with that sideways dollar, we got sideways gold, we got sideways crude. Now, luckily on the crude, we had a bunch of great opportunities to trade today. We had a price channel originally on crude this morning, and it was great because in our morning routine this morning, we talked about this bearish price channel in crude oil and what is the highest percentage way of trading it. If you guys remember, last week in training for our members, we talked about what is the highest percentage way of using each pattern. Well, one of the ways, if you see a bearish price channel, wait for price to pull back up, right? Sell the next resistance level. And that's exactly what we did. I took 2 swings at it, one of which was a fast track winner, and we'll show you guys that here in a moment. But the big deal today, though, was that bearish channel. We broke out of that channel back up to the highs, and I sold those highs for a nice big 40, 50 tick winner here this morning on crude. And then once it came back down, we actually used that new swing high to define a price channel. And so we originally began the day with a bearish price channel, which led to our first 2 winning trades of the morning. But then, like we've seen recently, we saw the downward sloping channel, then we go sideways, and then late in the morning we decided, hey, this is now a bullish channel. So we saw both the bearish, the sideways, and the bullish, right, going back up this morning on the crude. The bottom line is, if we were looking for it, we knew exactly how to trade it, and we had a pretty good day on crude today. Now, it was relatively choppy on gold. We had 2 trades on gold. Let's take a look at what we did this morning. As you can see here, guys, we've got the, right, you've got the gold. We began our day on gold, right, 928 and 1050. You can see we only had 2 trades on gold today. Now, I'm running short on time this afternoon. I had to make sure I posted all the auto trader settings for you guys by 6 o'clock Eastern time, like I promised. But as you can see here, though, 928 on gold and 1050 on gold. Got a scratch on it and got a first trade win. So price is now trading inside of this bearish price channel. We then break out of that bearish price channel. We go to what we know as being the high here. We didn't know it was a channel yet. All we knew was we then broke the highs. So 108.28 was that recent swing high. We found ourselves right below that 108.28. We've been waiting for this ever since the price made a bearish price channel. And again, I'm going to sell these highs. Come up, sell the highs. Now, looking back at this in hindsight, you would look at this as and go, oh, well, you're selling the highs of the channel, right? Why wouldn't this be considered selling the highs of the channel? Well, probably because until we had that high, I couldn't draw a trend line, right? We couldn't draw a trend line until we had found the highs and the lows. Make sense? Right? So I needed to make sure that I had this low here, and then once I had these 2 lows, I could then add that up top here and find the channel, right? So I had to make sure I had the information first. I would love to think that I had all that, right? All that brain power, right? What is that called? ESPN or something like that, right? So here we are at the top of the channel. I didn't know the channel was there though. I was selling the 108.28. And we talked about how bullish price channel or bearish price channel, We break out of that channel in a bearish price channel. Price comes up. That's right. Sell those highs, right? Bring it right back down. As you can see, it came right back all the way to the lows. And I was joking around by saying, I told you guys it was a high percentage trade, right? Little did we know it was going to come all the way down, right back to those lows again. And that's where I now know we have a price channel. So I mark up my price channel now, and I say, all right, guys, we now have a price channel. Let's get using the price channel. How do we trade a price channel? Buy the lows, sell the highs, right?